Movies have long served as a compelling medium for storytelling, evoking powerful emotions and shaping perceptions. Within the framework of predictive programming, films function as vehicles for embedding ideas and concepts into the minds of viewers. This chapter explores several prominent examples that illustrate how movies use predictive programming to prepare audiences for specific narratives and social realities. First, let's look at the classic movie War Games. A glimpse into digital warfare. Released in 1983, War Games depicts the story of a young hacker who inadvertently accesses a U.S. military supercomputer, leading to a near-nuclear catastrophe. The film illustrates the growing anxieties surrounding technology, automation, and warfare, ingeniously blending entertainment with a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of unchecked technological advancement. War Games serves as a precursor to real-world discussions about cyber warfare and the role of artificial intelligence in military operations. By presenting a scenario where a computer can make life-and-death decisions, the film plants seeds of thought about the implications of technology in warfare, preparing audiences for a future where human oversight may become compromised. The overarching theme of thermonuclear warfare plays into the ongoing fears of a nuclear war with a communist country. In one scene, an acrostic code is flashed on the screen, reading the word dot, the Jewish word for knowledge. What does it reveal? Let's take a look.
To turn the keys, and some of them are just not up to it. Now, it's as simple as that. I think we ought to take the men out of the loop.
Mr. McKittrick, you're out of line, sir.
Why am I out of line?
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about out of line?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. What do you mean, take them out of the loop?
Gentlemen, we've had men in these silos since before any of you were watching Howdy Doody. Now, for myself, I sleep pretty well at night, knowing those boys are down there.
General, we all know they're fine men. But in a nuclear war, we can't afford to have our missiles lying dormant in those silos because those men refuse to turn the keys when the computers tell them to.
Now you mean when the president orders them to?
The president will probably follow the computer war plan. Now, that's a fact.
Oh, well, I imagine the Joint Chiefs will have some input.
You damn tootin'. Well, hell. The Soviets launch a surprise attack. There's no time.
23 minutes from warning to impact. 6 minutes if it's sub-launched.
6 minutes. 6 minutes, that's big. Barely enough time for the president to make a decision. Now, once he makes that decision, the computer should take over. Sir, I know that you've got a plane waiting for you, but if you could indulge me for 5 minutes, I'd like to show you something. These computers give us instant access to the state of the world, troop movements, Soviet missile tests, shifting weather patterns. It all flows into this room and then into what we call the Whopper computer.
Whopper, what is that?
It's the War Operation Plan Response. This is Mr. Richter. Paul, would you like to tell these gentlemen about the Whopper?
Well, the Whopper spends all its time thinking about World War III. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it plays an endless series of war games using all available information on the state of the world. The Whopper has already fought World War III as a game, time and time again. It estimates Soviet responses to our responses to their responses, and so on. Estimates damage, counts the dead, then it looks for ways to improve its score.
But the point is that the key decisions of every conceivable option in a nuclear crisis have already been made by the Whopper.
E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Humanizing the Unknown. Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial, released in 1982, captivated audiences with its heartwarming tale of a young boy befriending an alien stranded on Earth. Beneath its family-friendly exterior, the film subtly communicates themes of empathy, understanding, and acceptance of the unfamiliar. The portrayal of E.T. as a benevolent extraterrestrial encourages audiences to reconsider preconceived notions about aliens and the unknown. By humanizing the alien experience, the film plants ideas about compassion and coexistence, subtly preparing viewers for future narratives about contact with extraterrestrial beings. This opening of minds plays a pivotal role in shaping societal attitudes should significant revelations about extraterrestrial life occur in the future.
This is a film shot in April of 1991 of a other gray, designated an other gray.
Back to the Future, Nostalgia and Future Forecasts. Back to the Future, directed by Robert Zemeckis and released in 1985, is a classic sci-fi adventure that explores the complexities of time travel. While entertaining, the film embeds cultural reflections on the past, present, and future, shaping viewers' expectations and desires regarding technological advancements. The portrayal of futuristic inventions, such as hoverboards and flying cars, fuels the imagination and fosters an anticipatory mindset regarding what the future might bring. By evoking nostalgia for the 80s, while simultaneously projecting a vision of the future, Back to the Future subtly encourages audiences to reflect on their hopes and fears about technological progress. A theme that resonates with the rapid advancements we witness today. The Dark Knight's subtle foreshadowing of real-world events. Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight 2008 is notable not only for its storytelling, but also for its striking parallels to real-world events. One chilling instance occurs when the Joker orchestrates a series of violent events, including an attack on a public establishment where hostages are taken. In a particularly haunting scene, the film features a school shooting scenario that closely mirrors the tragic Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre that occurred years after the film's release. The chilling resemblance raises questions about the role of media in desensitizing audiences to violence and normalizing themes of chaos and tragedy. Through its depiction of societal fears regarding crime and terror, The Dark Knight serves as a stark reminder of how films can prepare audiences for experiences that emerge in real life. By embedding these narratives, the film contributes to the collective consciousness surrounding violence, shaping public attitudes toward security and safety in an increasingly chaotic world. Signs: alien infiltration and global fear. M. Night Shyamalan's Signs, 2002, explores themes of alien invasion and humanity's response to the unknown. The film centers around a family's struggle to comprehend and confront extraterrestrial threats that culminate in widespread panic and uncertainty. In the context of predictive programming, Signs heightens societal fears surrounding alien encounters, reinforcing the notion that humanity may soon face external threats. By placing such narratives in the mainstream, the film normalizes discussions about extraterrestrial life and prepares viewers for potential future encounters, whether fictional or based in reality. These primary examples showcase the intricate ways in which movies function as instruments of predictive programming. Through nuanced storytelling and emotional engagement, films embed ideas and narratives that influence public perceptions and societal norms. The depiction of technological anxieties, human-alien encounters, and societal violence prepares audiences for emerging realities and shapes expectations regarding the future. As we progress through the subsequent chapters, we will analyze more case studies and delve into the methodologies employed by filmmakers to craft narratives that resonate profoundly with viewers. By unraveling these examples, we can gain insight into the pervasive influence of predictive programming within the context of popular media and its implications for individual and societal beliefs. The impact of Hollywood, examining the degenerative media influence on non-Indigenous cultures. Hollywood has long been a powerful force in shaping cultural perceptions and social narratives. While the film industry has produced iconic movies that entertain and inspire, it has also contributed to negative stereotypes and misrepresentations of various communities, particularly non-Indigenous Europeans and Americans. This article explores how films like Back to the Future and the Indiana Jones series have perpetuated harmful images of Arabs and other minorities, reflecting a broader pattern of degenerative media influence. The role of stereotypes in film. Stereotypes in film serve as shortcuts for storytelling, allowing filmmakers to quickly establish character traits and cultural backgrounds. Unfortunately, these shortcuts often rely on oversimplified and negative portrayals of people from different ethnic backgrounds.
Aladdin was one of the most Orientalist films of all time, and Professor Walter Denny, who's taught Orientalist art for decades, agrees.
Like those first 3 or 4 minutes of the Disney movie Aladdin are basically very prejudicial. They create a very, very false and very, very prejudicial view of the Islamic world.
Fanaticism, violence, etc., always associated with the Arabs, with Islam, so on and so forth. Arabs are always being killed. They're always associated publicly in the public mind, public image, with what is negative and regressive.
For instance, Arabs have frequently been depicted as terrorists or fanatics, often lacking depth and humanity. These representations fail to acknowledge the rich diversity and cultural contributions of Arab peoples. Negative portrayals in iconic films. 1. Back to the Future. This classic 1985 film features a scene where the character Biff Tannen associates Arab culture with backwardness and violence. Such depictions not only reinforce negative stereotypes but also influence audience perceptions, leading to a skewed understanding of Arab identity.
Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty! Who? Who do you think? The Libyans!
Series. In films like Raiders of the Lost Ark, non-Western characters, particularly Arabs, are often portrayed as obstacles or adversaries to the Western hero. This dichotomy positions Western characters as civilized and heroic, while non-Indigenous characters are depicted as barbaric or uncivilized, perpetuating a narrative of superiority. The consequences of negative media representation. The impact of negative portrayals can be profound, shaping public opinion and reinforcing prejudices. Research shows that repeated exposure to harmful stereotypes can lead to increased discrimination and societal division. For Arabs specifically, these misrepresentations can fuel Islamophobia and contribute to a climate of fear and misunderstanding. Despite the prevalence of negative representations, there is a growing movement to challenge and change these narratives in Hollywood. Filmmakers and artists from diverse backgrounds are actively working to create more accurate and nuanced portrayals of their cultures. By telling authentic stories, they aim to counteract the reductive and harmful images that have dominated mainstream media. The role of audience reception. Audience reception plays a crucial role in determining how media influences societal perceptions. Viewers' backgrounds, experiences, and critical thinking skills influence how they interpret characters and narratives. Media literacy is essential for fostering a more nuanced understanding of complex global cultures. The influence of Hollywood on cultural perceptions is significant and often detrimental. Films that perpetuate negative stereotypes about non-Indigenous Europeans and Americans, particularly Arabs, contribute to a broader narrative of inferiority and misunderstanding. However, through continued advocacy for authentic representation and audience engagement, there is potential for positive change. It is essential for consumers of media to critically examine the narratives presented to them and seek out stories that reflect the true complexity of human experience.
He is a rambunctious sword, ain't he?